Good day, collective. It's the Most High's baby girl, Sadi Rose, coming to you with another message of the day. All praise to the Most High God. Love to the mother. The message of today is I'm tapped in. Some of y'all wondering, what does that mean? That means I am very much tapped in to the source, the Most High God. And because I'm so tapped in to the source, the Most High God, that means I am tapped within the divine light, the divine Christ consciousness within myself. When you're tapped in to the source, when you're receptive to the divine wisdom and the guidance and the light of love, it is an amazing feeling. It comes with so many benefits. The foremost being, we always have the unconditional love of the Most High God. But when you're tapped in and you're channeling that, you are protected at all times. A lot of us live in fear on any given day. Fear that something bad's going to happen. Fear that something bad's going to happen to our children. Fear that we're not going to get what we want. We are always trying to control our reality. We are always trying to control our circumstances because of fear. But when you are, following the Most High God's guidance, and when you are tapped into light, to that intense, loving light, you have nothing to fear. Your ancestors are protecting you. The Most High God is protecting you. Angels are protecting you. You are protected. The second benefit is that love. Y'all, I have been through some horrible times. I mean, truly terrible. To the point where it brought me on my knees and I just didn't even know how I would survive. And I always knew those times were coming because I would just feel it would I would be laying, usually it was in my room, I'd be laying down and I just feel I don't know if you've ever felt what people call the Holy Spirit. It's a feeling. But my whole body would get wrapped in this warmth and I would tingle. And it was just this amazing feeling of love would engulf my whole body. It would wrap me like a cocoon. And those times aren't just limited to when that happens. I feel, I'm going through hard times and I sit there and I'll pause and I'll be feeling, having those negative thoughts, my own stuff coming through my mind, kind of messing with me, doubting myself, doubting my ability to thrive, doubting my ability to be successful. The BS, my own self putting BS in my own schedule. And sometimes I would just feel the Most High God just come through. Just the love. I definitely, when people talk about intuition, it's not a voice to me, and sometimes it might be, but it's just knowing the knowledge, the wisdom that comes through knowing. And I will feel, it'll be, first I'll feel, or I will get the download of what's being trying to convey. And then I will feel the love. I will feel the warmth. It's kind of like when you're in a negative frequency, negative vibration mindset, and you're there and it makes you anxious and it makes you tight right here and kind of makes you feel like it's overwhelming. You get dizzy, you get confused. It feels like everything kind of rises to the top of your head. I've had moments where I will stop and I will start just I will go ground out here in this yard, or I would just start saying everything that I'm grateful for, everything that I'm thankful for. And that'll help in terms of neutralizing my energy, right? Everything I'm grateful for. But then the Most High God also on occasion will come in and I will feel that Holy Spirit. I will feel that love as well. Another thing about being tapped in, that is tapped into your intuition. Tapped into the guidance that you're receiving. Tapping into the spiritual, divine guidance you're getting on a daily basis. I am guilty, like so many, of not listening because I get downloads, I get guidance all the time from my guides. I always like, and it's small stuff. Sometimes it's small, sometimes it's big. Like, for example, I have 2-year-old twins. You know, I'll get like, and it's just so simple. It's not like, whoa, you know, holy. No, pick up that quarter so that the boys, you know, won't put that in their mouth later. When I hear stuff like that, I'll go pick up that quarter right away. You know, make sure that you lock the door, you know, at night before you go to sleep. I'll hear, like, I'll get, you know, make sure any, you know, it's people, like I said, it's just talking to yourself, but it's really divine wisdom. Listen, if you hear, you know, in your mind, lock the door. You know, if you hear, because you're late on an assignment, don't procrastinate. If you're eating something and you know it's bad for you, and you hear, you know, you shouldn't eat that, don't eat it anymore, and you go ahead and eat it, what you think's gonna happen to you? I did that one time. I used to love Taco Bell, y'all. I used to love Taco Bell. And it happened 2 times. The first time I ate there about 2 years ago, after eating there all my life, I thought it was like food poisoning, and I was like, and I heard the voice say, "Don't eat there no more." And then I went back, not listening to the internal guidance that I got. And this time when I bit into it, I literally just immediately, it's like I tasted the poisoning, the food poisoning. It was so gross. I just spit it out my mouth, but it was too late. I got food poisoning. I was sick as heck. So I am taking it to another level now. I am just not listening to the divine guidance I get, because whenever I don't listen, y'all, it's a problem. I try to, my goal, my own internal goal in terms of listening to divine wisdom, being tapped in into the Holy Spirit, I try for 98% every day. I try, you know, and I'm working on it to be at that 100%. But I'm taking it a step further. I make sure I meditate at least once a day, hopefully twice. I ground. You know, it's hard when it's certain how it is outside. I live in Chicago, or in the Chicago area, so it's cold. But grounded, put my feet in. I try to just listen. I try to listen for the guidance. You know, there are things that I'm trying to manifest right now. Of course, I'm still healing, but I have healed a lot, and I'm focused on healing my family, ending toxic cycles, ending generational curses that have been attached. I'm focused on unifying us. I'm focused on building a soul tribe, and I'm focused on this prosperity and this abundance. So I am listening because I know I'm in the next phase of my life. And even though I don't know how it happens, I know what's going to happen. And so I am tuning in. I am tapped in to what the Holy Spirit is telling me to do. Like, I got tested just this other day. You know, it was something that I wasn't certain if I wanted to do. And it meant that I had to spend time to prepare for it. It was an opportunity for development, pretty much. And I was like, you know, I really don't want to do it, but it was kind of pushing me in the direction of where I'm being guided I'm supposed to go. So I was like, I believe in myself, because I was not confident about whether or not I'm like really, you know, a good person for it. And the Holy Spirit said, do it. And I didn't know why, because it was like, you know, like I said, it was kind of outside the sphere of things I usually do. It was not in my comfort zone, so I did it. And when I went to go put in my application for this opportunity, it came back and was like, it's no longer available. They changed direction and they're no longer offering the training. They're not doing the training course no more, and at all. And I was like, but that exercise does have a reason. It helped me think through if I'm going to do spiritual practitioner, if I'm going to develop my skills, develop my blessings that the Most High God has gave me. If I'm committed to being a spiritual teacher and a healer, I'm going to have to be uncomfortable, and I'm going to have to explore things about myself I've never really thought through. So there is the benefit always when the Most High God, when you're tapped in, when you get directed and guided to do something, there's always a benefit, even if you don't see it right away. All right, y'all, have a wonderful day. Peace.